Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Well, hold on a second. This is my ship. How the hell did I get here? Oh, well, we'll just deal with that. Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Lockely. Hope everyone's having a good day today.
Oh no.
Oh no is right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Not too bad. Good to hear. Good to hear. Congratulations, Yargle, again on redeeming first. Let's see. Hi, Zaki. Hi, Kleisen. Hi, Raingrip. Scrolling through the list. Folks who've said hi. Hello, hello! We're gonna play Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I don't know if anybody has ever played Stanley Parable here. Well, I know Zaki has, because they commented on it. There's a really special achievement in Stanley Parable where it's like, don't play the game for 5 years. It's called Go Outside. And this one, because it's a re-release, better version, A should be here soon. Cool. The re-release of it has one called Super Go Outside. It's don't play the game for 10 years. So that'll be interesting. Maybe we'll do a 10-year stream. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. By then, they might have the Ultra Super Deluxe. You never know. I don't know. But yeah, so we're currently here in what appears to be Stanley's office. Well, is what it is. Hopefully we can get out of here and back to my ship. That would be useful. Oh man, Stanley Parable's so good. It's such a fun game. Such a good game. I'm excited. There's like supposed to be, let me turn that down a little bit. There's supposed to be like hours and hours of new content. And it's basically a story-driven sort of choose-your-own-adventure type of game with like a billion endings. It's super great. Super great. I know, I know it starts off exactly the same, but I don't know how it spirals from there, and I'm super excited to find out. I'm just excited today. I'm super excited. So, why don't we jump into it? Let me get it loaded up. Developed by Crows. Written by Davey Rendon. I see Davey's writing it again. Please choose screen and subtitle language. Confirm. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Now, you might ask, is this an important question? And the answer I have to say is almost certainly. But I have, yes, in fact, played Stanley Parable before. Please just slide until the computer is barely visible. That's barely visible. The current time. Goodness, what's the time? 9:04. Why is this relevant? Why can't it pull it from my computer? Cool. All right, let's set up the settings. Field of view 72. I want to do 80. I think 80's good. Presentation, language, subtitle, background opacity. Let's make that a little bit like that. Audio. Turn the music down. I think that's probably good. But let's get the main volume down just a little bit too. There we go. I think that's good. Borderless full screen resolution. Excuse me. But that's the one we want. Cool. Quality profile's good. VSync. I'm actually going to turn that off. Apply. Keep. I don't want VSync because it causes weird tearing with the stream. Let's see. Alright, that all looks good. Looks good to me. It's doing my coffee mug!
Wow.
Mugception. I need to get those set up again. I have to remember to do that. Row. Anyway, let's play. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Interesting.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I mean, if you can push...
Stanley was happy.
If you can push a button for a certain amount of milliseconds exactly...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Clearly.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I just unlocked an achievement called Welcome Back? Hold on. What is that achievement? Oh, quit the game and start it again, which I did because I had to set everything up to work earlier. Is the time matching my local time? No. Why did you ask me the time? That's not what time it is. Okay. What's that say, Stanley? I hate Mondays. Me too, man. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Could you imagine being employee 432 and just using a... that all day? Your entire job was that. Who farted? Okay. Turn that off. Can I hit anything? No. Opening these doors?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Shut up, don't call me out like this.
Difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Don't call me out like this. I like work, I just hate my boss. That's a mood. I don't hate my boss, I like my boss. Okay, that didn't work. Turn that off. Ooh, system surname access. What is this? What did I just do? Okay. We go into room 420. No blazing it allowed in the office. Clearly. Alright, let's keep going. Somebody spilled their mug and didn't clean it up. Somebody was up in the ceiling too, it looks like. Weird. (4B3)
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should we go left? Should we listen to the narrator? Or should we go right? What do you think? Taking the first answer. First person to say something. Left or right? Which way do we go? I like how... Right? Okay. Nargle got it at first. We'll do left next time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What's super interesting, like, let's look here. It looks like everybody got raptured or something, because it looks like people were carrying stuff and whatever, and then it just immediately dropped to the ground. 4B9.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'll drink all this coffee in. There's so many mugs on the ground. Fuel.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Don't call me out like this. Also, I want to lower the mouse sensitivity just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Can't use the soda machine. Okay.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Now listen here, narrator. I'm just exploring, okay?
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Do I take the first open door on my left? What is this? Do we explore the room back here, or do we stay on the main track? We're gonna stay on the main track.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Did I? Or do I do this? There's a big red button. Oh, there's a big red button. There's a big red button. I gotta push it. I gotta push it. I gotta push it.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
I just want to...
Now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Oh, I can't go anywhere but left. Okay.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
You son of a bitch.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Okay, now he's fucking with me.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What? Okay. Down this way? All right. Oh, hello. What? What?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
What?
Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just...
I didn't see anything.
Back to,
I'm not seeing nothing.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay. Well, we've already spoiled the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Well, this time we're going to go to the left.
When Stanley...
Wait, what?
Wait, what? No, No, I restarted. I swear.
Wait, hold on, what?
I restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Why are there 4 doors?
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Oh, no.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, my God. Which way do I go? I'm in the back rooms. Nargle, I've clipped through reality. I'm in the back rooms. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is it over here? Oh, God. What have we done?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Nightmare indeed.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. What does that mean?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
4:30. Everything seems the same as before. Can I go through that? No. Hold on a second.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Go back. All right. I can't believe I already got the "you fucked up the story" ending.
Aha! I knew we'd missed.
Hold on, wait a second. What?
Story. Here it comes.
Hold on. No, hold on. Wait a second. This is a Euclidean nightmare.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, no. What? Oh, what have we done?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh, sweet! We won! Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream tonight.
Hard work,
I'm so glad we've already won.
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Oh, no, 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 no,
I'm
no, no, no.
by whatever
Okay,
this
goodbye.
place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The adventure
All right,
line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Let's follow the adventure line. Wait, hold on. What if we didn't? What if we don't follow the adventure line?
No, no, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Okay, we'll follow the adventure line. Hey, this person was playing solitaire. Going around the boxes?
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
The adventure line.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba. Are you okay, Adventure Line? Adventure Line, are you okay? Yeah! I think the Adventure Line's confused now, too. Oh shit, James Bond's room! .006. Oh, here we go. Creepy hallway. What if we don't? Nope. Guess we gotta. OB3. Monthly ledgers, annual renewals, consolidation reports, corporate imbalances. Wait, hold on. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What?
What?
I'm so confused. Wait, hold on. It's not... It's gone. The hallway's gone.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. What if I go this way? Can't. This door? No. This door? No. Hold on a second.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Adventure Line, are you okay? Adventure Line? Adventure Line, speak to me. What if we go back this way? What if we go over here? What if we take the Adventure Line here? Well, now we're back at the office. Alright. Guess we'll follow it over into this side room then. To the big room that's definitely a spoiler.
Oh, No, 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 not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Are you okay, narrator? He's not even talking.
What, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Sure.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh, no.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
Oh, no.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, no. Oh, shit, a left turn. More right turn. Oh, hello.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge it? Okay. Oh, this is... it leaves us. Just don't acknowledge it, and it goes away. Aha!
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yeah.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What are you talking
starting
about?
from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
Hold on, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Can I jump through it? No.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Sure.
Well, in the meantime, if you do...
The game decided to just restart on its own. All right. We still in the confusion ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Oh
could it
no,
mean?
narrator.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh no, narrator. He forgot. Ah, that's new. That's new. Input received. Okay. Hello there. It's waiting. It's waiting just outside. I see you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, let's go to the one on the left. The color yellow is triggering me now that I see it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Floor, what to do about 432? Groups, pre-review of the weekend. Group 42X, group 1. Oh shit, there's an office party. Do not alter without consulting. R.I.P. Franz. Yes, R.I.P. Franz. Wonder what's up with Employee 432. We keep seeing stuff about Employee 432. We're Employee 427. Read it which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Please no charts. I'm begging. Stop. I'm trying to read this. Solving interpersonal conflict. Fire paper guy. Papers are too synergized. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergy guy. Who moved my desk? The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. What? Talk less. Do amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Okay. Hold on, wait a second. By post-review review, we need more, less reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion of the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographic. Put teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Bidnet. Some sort of child trap. Teenagers, size of demographic, space between the teenagers. Throw something in the idea bin. No more bins, trash cans. Renaming of the idea. Firing of me. Ideas bin. Oh my god. Target demographic, teenagers. What is hot? Profits spelled with a PH. Their pa must be strong. Stock market is somewhere here. Telephone directory taped in? Graphs about things and money, more money. Violet James, you are fired. RSVP Violet James. Colored in segment. These are stupid. To do, synergize, core value expenditure, shift global marketing, parade? Shift global market parade? Monetize free to play. How dare you? Help! I'm a post-it. RSVP that guy too. Can't read that one. Or those notes. Paradigm, you're probably right. That's a TPS report. Stupid. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, now I have to not listen to you. Why is there what appears to be a nuclear symbol?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Now I know there's a reason to still be here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Be nice!
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because you're confused is why I'm doing it. Because it's funny.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
It was labeled different.
To me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And yet you have lines for it. Interesting pipes.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Wow! Wow!
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Jeez. Oh my god. Guys, I got the broom closet ending. I don't think he's going to say anything else. I think he's bad at us.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh my god! Be nice!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now what is this? That's new. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Interesting. Extreme bathrooms. Time, and it's a clock. Huh. Alright. The beige pages, not yellow pages. I see the yellow page logo. Business times. Are hostile takedowns the new biannual percentage? That sure was a load of letters. What's that say? Recommended from the Oversight Committee. January 18th, 1991. Does that say 91? I can't read it. Probably. Ah. that's the boss's office, and it looks really terrifying, but you know what's even more terrifying? This. Business strategy is just shooting a panda in the head? Oh shit, it's time for business. I am the most expensive boss. Indoors monthly. Help, I can't find my cat. Could he be indoors? What wallpaper should I put in my kitchen? Graphs! Do I go up and... Do I go into the boss's thing, or do I just go off track? Let's just do what he tells us to do.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh no!
Oh no. Ah. Shit, it's a big red button. Let's go. It just says loading instead of the end is never the end. Interesting.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh no.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What if we escape, though? Let's go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you, narrator.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't believe you, narrator.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh. Huh. Huh. Well, let's try it. It's like Portal. Wait, hold on. We landed and it was just fun. Oh, this is terrible.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Hold on.
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ooh. But what if he wasn't? Hello. Why did the
And
narrator
yet it would
change?
be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Hmm. What have we found?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
A neon Arctic fox, huh? Did I find the museum ending already? The office. I did find the museum ending. Interesting. Employee database. Turn this off. Button sounds. Huh. Warzone? Huh. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we initially planned to use these for promotion materials, we never found the use for them. Here's a selection. From Dink Dink, subject gay, are you gay? Of course people would send that. The apartment timer. The previous version of choice leading to the apartment ending, the timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Some of this is spoilers for other options, so I don't want to read any of this too deeply, but I do want to fuck with things, if I can. The Zending model. Huh. Interesting. There's an exit. Monitor room elevator. Go up or down, freedom. What the fuck? Hold on a second. Okay, I can't actually use that. The boss's office had different levels of development. That's interesting. What's up here? The lounge?
See, Stanley walked through the green door.
Dialogue roughly 3 separate times over 2 years. Huh.
Stanley pushed the number 6.
I see. I'm not going to stand there and listen to Kevin Brighting just read outtakes, so if they were things that, instead of being cut, if they were bloopers, I would listen to those. Those would be really funny. But Kevin Brighting has better uses of his time. There's the exit. Game design mock-up. Huh. Is this Stanley's office? Yes. From left to right, the evolution of Stan in his office over time, November 2011, 2012, and the third in 2013. They just keep adding more stuff to his office. Okay. Bunch of lights. Wait, hold on. We can go down. I didn't realize that was the way we came from. Oh. Okay, I think we've kind of looped everything, so let's head for the exit. Wherever it went. Kind of lost the plot here. We've entirely lost the plot, actually. Did I check out this way? I think I did. Yeah, that's Kevin Brading. I'm lost! It's a maze! The museum's a maze! Amazing, too. But, yeah, there's our exit. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let...
Let's listen to her. But what if we do this? We saved Stanley from certain death. I couldn't let him die. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, y'all remember, we had, turn this off, new content? Hello?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello? Hello? Where are we going? Oh no.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
This is so on the nose.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too, Kevin Brading.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Hello?
Is it broken? What's
Oh
going on
no.
here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I can only jump inside the jump circle. I'm so bad right now. I'm gonna run this counter out. Achievement unlocked, you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. That's an achievement. Okay, what's back here?
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content!
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Oh my God, there is one!
Department signed off on this. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Sure. Oh, you reset it for me. Okay. Oh, shit. My office is different. Seriously, there's an achievement called Test Achievement, Please Ignore. Test Achievement Description, replace this. And it has the standard, like, source missing, texture grid. This isn't right. Picture of the old office, though.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay, narrator. I was gonna explore the rest of the office, but okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is ridiculous.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I have this, actually. I have the Indie Box Collector box for Stanley Parable. The British Academy of Film and Television. They stole a BAFTA. Oh my god. Our first kiss. My first car. The re-release of Stanley Parable in 2013. The original remake. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words by the Washington Post. 6 components of a great corporate culture, John Cole. I think those are real. Yeah, because Stanley Parable on PC, the first sold one, was actually a good times. It's just screenshots from the game. It was actually a mod for Half-Life. And then they made it into a full game. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. The Stanley Parable alpha test. Old things. The demonstration, the demo. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Amazing. New video game releasing today. Oh my god. The New York Times. Okay, shut up. Creators surprisingly down to earth. As they make up BAFTAs. Stanley Parable deals tough choices from the Los Angeles Times. Get out of here. What is this? In loving memory of little Stanley. Oh, hey buddy. A bench where you could sit. It's just a piano.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
I agree.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all.
Oh my god.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh my god. The tasteful nostalgia, it was good. Okay, what's down here? Memory zone maintenance? I can't go in there. Okay. Fire, okay. Person of the Year, Stanley. Oh, that's cool. The hammer build. Oh, there's some Z fighting there. Hello. The end is never the end is never the end. For Scott. This collection was really cool. It had that mouse pad, which I took to work. I took that mouse pad to work in a show of mild corporate defiance. Top 10 memories. People play games because what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This is such a good, oh, how do I get back there? The Serious Room 2013. I want back there. Ah! Fine.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
This is such good commentary on people, like the straight fandom menace, honestly. Of people who are like, nothing new is ever good.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh, I love this. It's gonna be great.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no. Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Oh no.
Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Imagine being the person who wrote that fucking... who wrote that review, and you're like, well, I might as well play this, and it fucking shows up. Oh my goodness. The Gile. 8. The number 8 is everywhere. Whew. Oh man, big storm.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
You know what's super interesting? I can't show it to you now because they've closed the door behind me. But the only ones that are in focus that haven't faded away are the negative reviews, which means this is like a really good commentary on being a creator. Because like you can have so many people giving you, you know, praise, telling you you're doing stuff good and everything's great, but that one person slides into your stream and they're like, dude, you fucking suck. Like, why would anybody ever watch you? Your content's garbage. And you remember that. It doesn't matter. You can have 100 people tell you you're doing good, but that one dude like jams a knife in between your ribs and twists it. It's a really amazing commentary on the human psyche, I think. Like, here, is there any... No, there aren't any other ones.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh my goodness.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't want a skip button. I like the game. Oh no. What's behind here? Nothing. Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
No.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, never a minute before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore,
I think it's looping.
It is, so on and so forth, until inevitably...
Yeah, it's looping, okay.
Until the... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
It wasn't,
Not
I
that,
let
of
you
course,
loop.
You need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
They want me to hit it again.
Look, I'll outline it for you very
Oh,
briefly.
no.
You can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make
Yeah, I feel
you
like it,
more
right?
not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this
I
one.
love this
I think
guy.
it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander...
This is
tone?
written
It
very
has a
specifically
mouthfeel.
to be
It is rich
worse
with
than
ambition
every
and
other piece
history.
of dialogue in the
Ambitious
game,
history, if you will.
while also being great because
now
of that.
You've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other,
No.
in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Here's our loop.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
They
I
can.
guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Let me out.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply...
You're doing it
Okay,
again.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and
Oh, no.
longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe...
Yeah, the clock has moved
45
quite a
minutes.
bit.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's...
The door's
well,
gone.
There's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we
The door's
not press the
gone.
button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
It was right here.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
There
I
was.
swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall?
I'm already
until
ahead of
enough
ya.
damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know whether the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door.
I think one of those lights went out.
Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie 9's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie 9. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
There you go, Clyzen, you're right.
Someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking,
Why is there light
you
back
saying
here?
nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in.
Robin.
These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness...
Okay, bye.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here
hello?
again. Welcome. I have
Oh, my
had
eyes
time
are
to think
adjusting.
about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A year?
Sat down in one place and not moved
Hi,
for one
Zelo.
entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time.
RSVP this plant.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
I'm
And
glad
when
it's
that
over,
feeling had
Zelo.
begun to subside. What took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
I
All
just
of
went
it
out of here,
collapsed
man.
down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity. For
Narrator,
what I now
please.
know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed.
Good.
I felt unburdened by
Cool.
the need.
How long's it been? Did I kill the narrator? Did he died? There's no narrator. He's gone. But there's a terrible noise coming from that fan now. It's like creaking. All right. Let's skip further. The fan has stopped. The fire alarm's going on. The clock has fallen off the... And it's done ticking. That plant is long since dead. Ah, I hate that noise. Somebody replace that battery, please. Even the ambient light back here is gone. I guess we gotta skip forward another, like, 100 years or whatever it is at this point.
But they didn't understand the game was never
Oh,
meant
hello.
to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and meet all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said.
Are you
First, he
okay?
didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack
Sir?
of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are
You're
accountable
right.
to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find
Sir, are
a
you
resounding
okay?
emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this.
You're so mad.
I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable,
You're not.
uninterrupted discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's skip ahead. Can I leave? I like how we skipped forward enough that the narrator was just having a mental breakdown and just so angry. We've got a leak somewhere now.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Sir.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Oh no!
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
There's so much water leaking in now. Narrator Chan, are you okay? Oh shit. The room is starting to collapse. Also, straight up RSVP. RSVP that plant, which is absolutely destroyed now. It's daylight. It's bright. It's clear. Goodbye clock as well. Plant was a champ. How far into the future do you think we are? There's sunshine. Well, let's find out. Life has returned to this awful, inhospitable hellscape. But is the narrator here? Oh. There goes the ladder. It's fallen over now. Wonder if I can pick up that thing over there. Let's look. We broke the narrator. I can assure you, Zelo, that the Stanley Parable normally does not take place in a room where I click a yellow button, but this is the current track that we're on, so... Oh no. Oh no, what has happened? What the fuck has happened? Everything's ash. Did we jump forward till after the sun exploded or something? What the fuck? What? What? I don't like that. Let's go. Oh no, the button. Oh no.
Oh no.
What? Is the button broken? Are you gonna come back, button? Button, please. Button? Button, I need you. Button, no. I guess we're free. Guess we're free. Oh no. Oh no. Goodbye, world. The sun looks huge in the sky. Well, I guess we should walk. Dang it, Stanley, where the hell are we? It's like Futurama where we watch the universe restart and happen again. I don't think so. I think we... Every time I hit the button, we skipped forward in time a little bit further. Oh. Okay. And we're back. This is a Stanley Parable normally looks like, Zelo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What? How did I get up on the desk? Is that... Hold on. What? Oh, goodbye.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
Yeah, I did
until he
assume
heard
that.
this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
No.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now.
No!
You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any
No,
of
I'm not
these
gonna.
points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Oh my
But
god.
the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Excuse you.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way. But his
Coffee.
brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will
Stretch.
become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Cool. I like this music. I don't know what you want to do for me. Can I go anywhere, though? No, I can't. Okay, it just loops. Well, we broke the map. I'm actually out of coffee, so why don't I go get some and I'll be right back. I'm back. Alrighty. Well, let's see where we
All
go.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Row. Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
All right, let's go. All right.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Oh, no.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Oh my god. Taste the sequel. This is so dumb. Data drink sip. Okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh no. I love how this is like off-painting D.TGA. And it's like a modern office building instead of a dingy 90s office building. Just the two of us. So you make it if we try. Just the two of us. God damn it. New mug. Time to wake up. Never underestimate a coffee enjoyer who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. God damn it. Is he gonna shoot the moon? I don't know, he might. They're back 2 doors. What does that say? I can't see that. Ooh. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Old and busted. New hotness. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red sections of the chart. This is so stupid. It's a Clippy. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 1. Oh my god. What does that say? Concept art, and it's just a circle. Stanley Parable 2 logo ideas. Thanks for attending my meeting. Look at the... Oh my god. This is so dumb. I love it. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win, sequel mindshare, paradigm shift, synergy, brick and mortar approach, envelop client-centric marketing, the color red, leverage holistic value, 1 to 2. 2 is greater than 1. God. Weird hexagonal can't... These are so dumb. Some... 2 players... Somebody had fun.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Who took the red marker? Me.
Water and water.
Sip and yip, yes.
Water and water and water, water, water and water.
This is nonsense. I love it. I love this stupid game. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Originals, 11. Oh my god. Crab, the ultimate sequel. You know, you're not wrong. That's actually not wrong. There's a meeting at 2 p.m. There's actually a real life thing known that known as carcinogen, something like that. But it's about how like species tend to evolve almost directly into crabs. You are the sequel. I am a yellow mug. I will never follow the yellow, red, teal scheme of the area of the game. This way to the show floor. What if I go this way, though? Crab superior life form, yeah. New features. New content. The new content bus. Can I get on? No. Expo Hall 2. Guys. Guys, you need to fucking chill.
Here we are. Go on.
Oh, no.
Try out some of the new features.
Ha. The name of the person playing the game. All right.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm mildly worried about being doxxed here. But let's find out.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into
Oh
dust.
no!
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Yes, you see.
Oh my
What a
God!
thrill, what a rush! That was
Oh
you.
no!
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
No, it wouldn't.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to
Jim,
lose all
Jim,
sense of who you
Jim,
actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
No! No, come back! RSVP Jim button. Do these buttons say Jim? No. Alright, what other new features you got for me, Stanley Parable?
I
That's
suppose I
new.
could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That door is open, and it wasn't open before, but I haven't explored the rest of this yet, so I want it to. Please, no screenshots. A whole new office. Ah! The baby is all... Oh my goodness.
One more.
I hate that. Why are you making the noise? The button that says the name of the players playing the game, the jump circle, the infinite hole. Office decorations, infinite hole, the reassurance bucket. Hey, it's merch. Ah! It was the spring.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Why don't we give it a try? Well, we have a bucket
Can
now.
you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm stealing
And
the
in fact,
bucket.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, do I keep the bucket forever? Oh my god, I do. Okay.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it... Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday or happy 12th birthday, step-niece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday, it is.
Okay. Oh my god, they all have Get Well Someday on it now!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
So stupid. New, free and easy achievement. Get it here. It just works. Okay. Pull the lever, receive your achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now,
Thanks for the
achievement
follow.
is still
I'm not
fully
saying that
broken.
name,
I'm
though.
not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me my achievement. Come on, give me my achievement. Ah, okay, fine. So I guess it just doesn't work. 0 out of 10. Leaving a negative review.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
We haven't seen the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
I did.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece.
What?
then.
I Oh my god. They really did disable it? Collectibles. The exit's over there, but I don't want to hit the exit yet. Can you find them all?
Ah,
What?
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no
What the
reward
fuck?
for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Holy shit, this is horrifying. I can't even go back in there. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I don't think that's terrible. Let's go into the door that was definitely not open before.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. The infinite hole, huh? It won't end. That seems like a terrible idea. The settings world championship. All right. Can't open that. You know, there's a QR code on that merch. I just realized that. That's new, that thing says. I'm gonna pull my phone out and check out that QR code. I'm still locked in here. Okay, QR code. What do you got for me? Pull out my phone. Take a picture. Claisen's a mountain lion now. Oh my god. The QR code is for the StanleyParable2.com.
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Wow. You know, like, nah. Alright, let's look at the infinite hole. Opening rim surrounding area depth infinite. Hole entrance infinity. Infinite hole chart. Educational use only. More hole. It just keeps going. Oh my god.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Huh. Alright.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh! How far will it let us go?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
This hole's not infinite, is it? We are still actually falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh,
From
there's the
one
bottom.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say a damn thing!
Just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you...
Oh, whoops.
Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
There weren't cigarettes here before, were they? I don't remember there being a fuck ton of cigarettes down here. I remember the mug and the different things, but I don't remember the cigarettes. Hey, Seda, welcome back.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? Go back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay.
Even shorter.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
It certainly
I
is.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here?
It's a good question.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt.
Oh no!
Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
It's doing great,
It's
Seda.
more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
We broke the hole.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
No!
Now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I
No.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No, come back! No, come back! Oh no! Oh. Hello? This is mostly Infinite Hole now. What is happening? Oh! It's going back down! Bye, everyone. We're going back down. This is so stupid. It's okay, we have our reassurance bucket. I can't believe it's playing this music. Change my perception? I don't like that one. Ah! Oh no! Puppies! Oh my god, I can change. Oh my god, that's awful. No, 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 no. These are getting worse. Where's the... That one's pretty good.
Stanley! Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Is it moving again? Oh no, it reset. Oh, it kicked me back out of the hole. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, good. Exclusive. The button that says Jim. You heard Jim in the game. He changed it. Free new and easy achievement. I wonder if the achievement's fixed. I guess we have to check, but first I want to see if the setting thing works now. Nope. This game's ridiculous. I love... Oof. I love the nonsense of this game. Did you fix it? Can I get the achievement yet? Nope. I bet there's a way to do it, but I just don't know what. Can I fix anything about this? Check it's plugged in over there. I mean, it looks normal. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything I can do with it. Door won't open. Open that. Nope. Down this weird nonsense. Oh, what's down here? Nothing. Just darkness. Okay, I wonder, where's the infinite hole? Still can't use the jump circle. Can I do anything with the collectibles? Are there any more of them? No. Where's the infinite hole? The mostly infinite hole. Fine. It ended. We have to go look at it. See if any of the textures are changed. Doesn't look like it. You closed the door? You don't want me going back to the infinite hole? Okay, narrator, fine. I guess we leave the Stanley Parable too. It's an infinite hole. What do you want from me? It was made for me. This is ridiculous.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Sure. I love how they didn't upgrade Stanley's model at all. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
I have more jumps left.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
I'm a Banui
this is
now.
Much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
You could.
Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. It actually changed the title screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Okay. Well, the balloons are here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Where's the
Perhaps
hole?
He had simply missed a memo.
There's the bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
There's another input. Waiting for input. That's 2.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay, let's do that.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oh shit, the broom closet!
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
No, he's got it
Expand on
right.
the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
No, he's got it right.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Great.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I found one. Okay, so.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Cat.
It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
I actually know. I know a special pin pad for this.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Where did it go?
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
It's 8888.
8.
2845.
I just got an achievement. I don't
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
That is an awful name for these. Oh well, we must press on.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
I will have
he
some
would
coffee.
be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Can I go back up? I can go back up. Wait, what?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
A moody noodle dragon. I guess I have to press the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I see. What if I leave the boss's room? I can't, I'm locked! Alright, fine. Wonder if we can go back up again after going down?
It had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got
Guess
from
we'll find
slamming
out.
the number 3 repeatedly. A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind.
Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Yes. Yes.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
All right, let's go press the number 3 again.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
We get the breakup ending with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
This is so dumb. It's still lit up. Well, guess we gotta go. You wonder if this is different without the bucket? It is.
Said Stanley. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He
That was
decided
different.
right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Oh my god. All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. An evening with world peace, baby! World's first sentient machine, a Q&A with, and it doesn't even have a mouth. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. The man, the process, the myth, the parable. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. What does that one say in the back? I can't get back there. Oh, I wish I could read that.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your co-workers. 3. That's the magic number. Yes, it's it. A shockingly three-dimensional character. I have a book, The 3 Again by Stanley. Oh my god. PC users Big N desktop backstage number.doc. They didn't take off the header. 427 narrator airlines official. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker. Adventure awaits. I played the demo. Up again, down again. The Stanley story because we went up and down the elevator so many times. An audience with the dude who came up with pizza.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so
heard somebody
it began
cough.
Slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations
This
about
game's
passion and
stupid.
pursuit. Only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Okay. Is that a reset? I think it's a reset. It was a reset. Okay. Is the button gone?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, shit.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
All the monitors say the end is never the
Stanley
end.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. I'm not taking you this time, Bucket, but I am going to turn these monitors off because they are mildly scaring me, actually. Let's actually go to the meeting room. Hey, the adventure line's gone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Places to search. It has a list of them? Oh no! Inside of a sequel exhibit, we got that one. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smell it. We got those. Is this some kind of a game? A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere both red and blue. There will be a reward for finding them. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be a lot of cleaning required. Who are you? 666 lol. Lies. This is like... This feels like a safe room from Left 4 Dead. Beware the false prophet. How can you tell if you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Follow the clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Figlies! They called them Figlies! Thank you. Good luck. Oh my goodness. Bottom text. How can we find them? Well, we know small floating objects appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures? Okay, I think that's the same thing. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before reporting back new findings. Teamwork, communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time. Maybe we are the collectibles. To whom it may concern, I've managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambience or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of a strange noise. Data showed that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be a reverberance off a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? That's interesting. Shut the frick up. Employee 412 building a bridge. Saw one in the cargo room. Do we need contracts for them? Potential liability, NDA. What we forgot, what we don't know yet, what we know. Bonus stuff, ideas. Why do they look like 427? Why floating? Magic, magnets, dreams, training exercise by management. Our quarterly success? How many are there? Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, it feels pointless, TBH. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Instead of A and B, go towards C? Interesting. Okay. Ah.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay, that's fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, red and blue. Interesting. Figley!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figleys. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
It's a Figley. Because that's what it said on the other thing.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't causing
Ouch!
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
Order
back
another
to
cup
my
of coffee,
boring
black.
real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh no.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Ooh.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
Oh no.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Oh
Did the voice
no.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, we're still in the room.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh, no.
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
No.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings.
Oh,
and walked to her
RSVP
place of
Stanley.
work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh wow.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh. Well, rip Stanley. And we're back. I think we're going to do a couple more endings before we end the stream, but I will be right back. The sequel is now paused. I didn't realize there'd be a new pause menu. I'll be right back.